Okay, and so I did this first rise of the pattern is 16, I forget what these are called, but I call them monitos, like chain of stitches. So there's 16 in total, and then a chain of 6. So that's where we just completed the third stitches of 16, and I am 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I tie it back to that chain of 3. And then I'm just gonna flip this here. We do a chain of 3 up. 1, 2, 3. And then there's a space in between each stitch, so I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 15 on this row. And then there's like a space in between. And then here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 5, and 7. And then a chain of, what is this? 5, 4, 8, 6, 4. Maybe we'll stick with the 5. Maybe we'll stick with this 4. I kind of decided to go even numbers. So you have 8, 6, 4, and then 5 and 5 and 1 stitch. It's 10, so like 11-ish. And that should be okay. All right, so that was that stitch, and then 1. And then the other thing, I thought originally you have to like tie it back into the continued stitch, but for this piece of the pattern, I think you just do 1 row in between each of them, and it kind of opens up. So like that. 1 space, 1, 2, 3, 1 space. Oh, and also I am using a 1mm hook from Daiso, and they're I forget what this one's called, but it's also a string from Daiso, a yarn from Daiso. I believe it's number 20, or that's just the color. I think it's just number 20, and it's like a lace weight yarn, and it's like a tan color. 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, And so at the end, there is no one space, so it just finishes the stick. And then we're gonna do the segment of 4. So chains, 4 chains. See how that comes out. So that's 2, 3, 4. And then it begins in one stick, and then a space, and then 2 sticks, and a space. So it's a little bit taunt. So maybe it's supposed to be 5. It looks like. I guess you could do the 5 if you want it. I don't know. You know, it's supposed to look like that. It's not really clear as to what that picture looks like, but I guess we'll just go with it. It kind of looks like they're all tied together, which is the odd part. But the pattern doesn't say if they are stitched together. I think what happens is that on this part right here, I think that the stitch kind of wraps over them all. And you get this kind of like pinch point here. So maybe that's kind of what I have to do. So I'll just do like surround these, because that's kind of what the pattern is showing us here, although it's not very explicit. And so it attaches them, kind of like pinches them close. And so we're gonna have to watch that later and see how it goes. So I'm going to finish this round loop of stitches, and I really don't have like the fast forward thing, so I'm gonna end it here, and then I'll catch you up on the next video where I am at. Okay. Space. 1, 2,